It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Eagles.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
This ball complete to Rager.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Rager.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st down, it's Carson, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Sanders. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Seahawks' 10-yard line.
Go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check nickel. Boy. 74. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Wentz now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Wentz.
Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they contemplate what to do on 4th and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So they win for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know the quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run it with Carson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
9-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. This major destination is all I want to see. Ocean from residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I decided it's the 54. I got one. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check it out. 54. Hey, pick it up. Defense, touchdown.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running right, here's Sanders. Room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He'll fire it, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Seahawks.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 7. Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos Hyde. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run high. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he's got room. Past the Carlos Hyde. See you later. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Carlos Hyde. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Seahawks 17. Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wentz going to throw. Rager catches it left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Let's go, deep. Hey, Slam. Check 31. Hey, switch gears.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second and 9 now from the 21. Now Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Recovered.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
On first down, Carson. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Wilson flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Number 26, Miles.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Another run with Sanders. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Cameron Johnston.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wilson will throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw again is Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On the play. But
if he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. A quick toss outright. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Carson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They run again with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Seahawks 24. Michael Dixon to kick off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough,